Peace and love, family. Hope everything is well. I was busy doing some things, and I wish to say that I was wrong, but it so happens that I'm not. Um, World War III party has begun. So let's get into it. All right. What am I doing here? Oh, here we go. Hopefully, I was hoping I was wrong, but it didn't work out like that. So let's begin.
Short time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran. Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime, a vicious group of very hard, terrible people. Its menacing activities directly endanger the United States, our troops, our bases overseas, and our allies throughout the world. For 47 years, the Iranian regime has chanted death to America and waged an unending campaign of bloodshed and mass murder, targeting the United States, our troops, and the innocent people in many, many countries. Among the regime's very first acts was to back a violent takeover of the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, holding dozens of American hostages for 444 days. In 1983, Iran's proxies carried out the Marine barracks bombing in Beirut that killed 241 American military personnel. In 2000, they knew and were probably involved with the attack on the USS Cole. Many died. Iranian forces killed and maimed hundreds of American service members in Iraq. The regime's proxies have continued to launch countless attacks against American forces stationed in the Middle East in recent years, as well as U.S. naval and commercial vessels and international shipping lanes. It's been mass terror, and we're not going to put up with it any longer. From Lebanon to Yemen and Syria to Iraq, the regime has armed, trained, and funded terrorist militias that have soaked the earth with blood and guts. And it was Iran's proxy, Hamas, that launched the monstrous October 7th attacks on Israel, slaughtering more than 1,000 innocent people, including 46 Americans, while taking 12 of our citizens hostage. It was brutal, something like the world has never seen before. Iran is the world's #1 state sponsor of terror and just recently killed tens of thousands of its own citizens on the street as they protested. It has always been the policy of the United States, in particular, my administration, that this terrorist regime can never have a nuclear weapon. I'll say it again. They can never have a nuclear weapon. That is why in Operation Midnight Hammer last June, we obliterated the regime's nuclear program at Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. After that attack, we warned them never to resume their malicious pursuit of nuclear weapons, and we sought repeatedly to make a deal. We tried. They wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. Again, they wanted to do it. They didn't want to do it. They didn't know what was happening. They just wanted to practice evil. But Iran refused, just as it has for decades and decades. They've rejected every opportunity to renounce their nuclear ambitions, and we can't take it anymore. Instead, they attempted to rebuild their nuclear program and to continue developing long-range missiles that can now threaten our very good friends and allies in Europe, our troops stationed overseas, and could soon reach the American homeland. Just imagine how emboldened this regime would be if they ever had and actually were armed with nuclear weapons as a means to deliver their message. For these reasons, the United States military is undertaking a massive and ongoing operation to prevent this very wicked, radical dictatorship from threatening America and our core national security interests. We are going to destroy their missiles and raise their missile industry to the ground. It will be totally, again, obliterated. We're going to annihilate their Navy. We're going to ensure that the region's terrorist proxies can no longer destabilize the region or the world and attack our forces and no longer use their IEDs or roadside bombs, as they are sometimes called, to so gravely wound and kill thousands and thousands of people, including many Americans. And we will ensure that Iran does not obtain a nuclear weapon. It's a very simple message. They will never have a nuclear weapon. This regime will soon learn that no one should challenge the strength and might of the United States Armed Forces. I built and rebuilt our military in my first administration, and there is no military on earth even close to its power, strength, or sophistication. My administration has taken every possible step to minimize the risk to U.S. personnel in the region. Even so, and I do not make this statement lightly, the Iranian regime seeks to kill. The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost, and we may have casualties. That often happens in war. But we're doing this not for now. We're doing this for the future, and it is a noble mission. We pray for every service member as they selflessly risk their lives to ensure that Americans and our children will never be threatened by a nuclear-armed Iran. We ask God to protect all of our heroes in harm's way, and we trust that with his help, the men and women of the armed forces will prevail. We have the greatest in the world, and they will prevail. To the members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard, the armed forces, and all of the police, I say tonight that you must lay down your weapons and have complete immunity, or in the alternative, face certain death. So lay down your arms. You will be treated fairly with total immunity, or you will face certain death. Finally, to the great, proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home. It's very dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations. For many years, you have asked for America's help, but you never got it. No president was willing to do what I am willing to do tonight. Now you have a president who is giving you what you want. So let's see how you respond. America is backing you with overwhelming strength and devastating force. Now is the time to seize control of your destiny and to unleash the prosperous and glorious future that is close within your reach.
I was hoping I was wrong. The most I know, I was hoping I was wrong. I thought 48 hours, I see nothing happen, and I was like, okay, I was wrong. All praises to the Most High. That was wrong. But not me, not you, or anybody could stop the Most High's plans. Well, everybody worry about gossip and drama. That's what you need to worry about. Stock up on food. Stock up on water. Because it's not going to go like you think. If Iran falls, the other regimes in that part of the world, they fall with them. That means they're fair game. So they're all going to come together. Venezuela got crippled. China got to depend on Iran for oil. Russia too. They're not just going to stand by. They're not. it's crazy how people and these people done sold you out. This guy ran on no new wars, no regime changes, or nothing of the sort. So what happened? That's the $1 million question, right? Let me see. All the drama and gossip, all that stuff got to go out the window. You got to pay attention to what's going on around you because this affects you. This affects you in so many ways you don't even know it. And the sad part about it, if y'all watch it, y'all watch it. I've been prepared for this, but if y'all watch it, y'all watch it.
We join you right now with breaking news from the Middle East. Israel has launched preemptive airstrikes against the Islamic Republic of Iran, going after a variety of positions inside the country. Israel's Defense Minister Israel Katz declaring a special state of emergency across the country. Just moments ago, air raid sirens were sounding here in Israel's second largest city of Tel Aviv and across major population centers here in the Middle East, warning civilians to stay close to protected areas, to bomb shelters, understanding that in the minutes and hours ahead, Israel may come under direct Iranian attack. We are getting a new statement from Israel's Defense Minister, Israel Katz. He says, in part, the state of Israel has launched a preemptive strike against Iran. Defense Minister Israel Katz declares a special and immediate state of emergency across the entire country. The state of Israel has launched a preemptive strike against Iran to remove threats to the state of Israel. As a result, a missile and UAV drone attack is expected against the state of Israel and its civilian population in the immediate time frame. Remember, there has been an ongoing U.S. military buildup across the region for the past 2 months. The world's largest aircraft carrier, the USS Gerald R. Ford, is now just off the coast of Israel, near to the northern city of Haifa. You have the USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group in the Arabian Sea, a variety of U.S. destroyers in locations across the region. And of course, U.S. fighter jets, not only here in Israel, but also in places like Jordan. You heard just last night President Trump talking about what he prefers, a peaceful and diplomatic path that was offered to the Iranians, understanding, though, that they have been incredibly difficult in the past to reach agreements with. And while the president sent his negotiators to the region, to Oman, and then ultimately to Geneva, Switzerland over the past month, both U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and his son-in-law Jared Kushner, ultimately the coordination was happening at the highest level, we understand, between the Americans and the Israelis if a decision was made to launch such a strike. And so we are waiting to get additional information from Israeli and American sources to determine what exactly has taken place. But I'm going to give you all of the updates that we are getting in right now as we receive them. We understand, according to the transportation minister of Israel, that Israel has now closed its airspace to civilian flights. Again, this is a precaution, understanding that the Israelis now are bracing for a variety of incoming possible ballistic missile and UAV attacks against their country. Remember, we were reporting here live during the 12-day war last June as the Israelis and the Iranians exchanged blows. And the Iranians have the ability to launch ballistic missiles. They take about 12 minutes to get to Israel, and they can cause significant damage to major population centers here. We also know that Israel has a variety of air defense systems at its ability, and some of those include the short-range systems, the Iron Dome system, the Arrow system, and also David's Sling. You also have Patriot missile defense systems and THAAD systems provided by the Americans that were deployed here in preparation for the possibility that a decision was made to strike Iran, understanding that there will be a response, as we saw over not just during the 12-day war, but also when the Israelis and the Iranians in 2024 exchanged blows 2 separate times in the spring of that year and also in October of that year. Again, if you are just joining us right now, We are reporting live from the Middle East, where Israel has made a decision to launch preemptive airstrikes against Iran amid the...
It's funny. It's funny, right? Let me tell you something that you probably didn't notice. It's Saturday right now, right? He waited for the stock market to close to do it. So the stock market don't tank. Yeah. So now the elites that got their money in the stock market, they take their money and be able to sell while you can't. While you stay holding the bag. This will not go well. Trust me. This will not go well. Let me see. Let's see. It's a picture of Jerusalem. I think that's Jerusalem, ain't it? Let's see if there's any videos. Oh, there you go. There you go. That's the problem. This ain't gonna go well like people think it is. It ain't gonna go well at all. Let me show y'all something. It ain't gonna go well. It is not gonna go well. Look. It ain't gonna go the way they think. Trust me. Trust me. Other people gonna get involved. Other countries gonna get involved, and all that. It's not gonna go well. The same one that said no new wars, no regime change. The same ones. I knew it was impossible. Look at this one. Let me see. But the Most High works in mysterious ways. Yeah, hold on. Let me show you this one. This ain't gonna go like people think. Not at all. Not at all. Oh, it just got a little bit of volume. The same guy that said no new wars. Let's see what else is on here. Same guy. No new wars, no regime change. Let's see what else going. Let's see. Unreal, bro. This is so crazy, man. These people sold us out so bad. It's ridiculous, bro. Hold on. They sold us out so bad, man. And it's sad because who get hurt is the American people. Every time. Every time you get screwed over. Every time.
Welcome back if you're just joining us here on Al Jazeera. Let's just bring you some breaking news, which we're getting on the Reuters news agency, that Israel has launched preventative attacks and preventative attack against Iran. Israel's defense minister says air raid sirens have been heard in Tel Aviv, Jerusalem. That's according to the Reuters news agency. Witnesses say they've heard explosions in Iran's capital, Tehran. So let me just tell you that again. We're just getting this breaking news now as we come back to air that Israel has launched a preventative attack
everybody
against
sleep to do
Iran.
this.
That's according to Israel's defense minister, and that air raid sirens have been heard in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. According to the Reuters news agency, witnesses say they've also heard explosions in Iran's capital.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I mean, what is this? What's this? Israel? Oh, this is Israel right here. Look. Let me show you what they're doing to Israel right now. Oh, matter of fact, I can see it. I'm tripping. This is Israel. These people playing. These people are wilding, man. Like, it's crazy, man. It ain't gonna go like people think. America's the strongest army in the world, right? The problem that people don't realize is China and Russia. That's the problem. That's the problem. Let's see what else. Let me see. Oh, man. I feel so bad, bro. The American people always get screwed, bro. Every time, man. You could never get nobody. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, World War III. Let me see. Yeah, I know, we all know World War III has begun. This ain't gonna go well. Not at all. There's an hour ago. President Trump was like 20 minutes ago. Well, I don't know. Hopefully something new pops up. You know what I mean? Man, listen, stock up on water and groceries, man. Your pew-pews, your ammo, because it ain't going to go like people think. I'm telling you right now. The economy's screwed and all that. They hit Venezuela. Now Russia and China, they got their backs against the wall, so they need Iran. So then all them proxy dudes that they have in the Middle East, they're going to start attacking American allies and stuff like that. It's not going to go well. I'm telling you. And China and Russia are going to get involved. Whether you like it or not, whether you like them or not, they're going to get involved. And who gets screwed? The people, like always. Our young soldiers, you know, it's all bad. For what? They ain't no threat to over here. They not. These people have been lying so much. Anything to deflect from the Ep files and all that stuff, and Candace talking about Erica Kirk, and man, dude, there's a lot more going on that affects you than that stuff, than gossip and drama. A lot more stuff, and a lot of people don't see it. And I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. Let me see if they got any new updates. Let me see live. I don't know. TBN be full of crap. Let me see. Okay, here we go. They're getting hit right now.
So there is no support for this kind of war anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just imagine this war escalates, the entire region go up in flames.
Right.
And that will impact all countries, almost all major countries, including India, is invested in the region. We have 9 million, probably 10 million Indians now living in the Gulf, the Middle East, and this region. And so what happens to them? The situation is quite grim. So maybe not just evacuation from Israel, but from other places can start if the war spreads and other countries in the region start joining in. So you don't know where it is heading, and it's really, really sad. For me, it is my first experience of a bunker and a bomb shelter, which one had read about earlier.
Right.
So
Now your experience.
Hey, one thing you can't control is what God got planned. You know what's funny? Today the everything's aligned itself today, and then the blood moon is on Monday, and then this happens, and it's like the American people just don't win. Get your food, water. I'm telling you, man, it's not going to go.
India Insights. He is in a bunker in Tel Aviv, and there was a missile that was launched from Iran all the way to central Israel, and the IDF did say and did indicate that it has intercepted the missile, and it has told the Israelis to bunker up or to go to safe rooms. And those are some of the bunkers that have been installed across Tel Aviv, including in hospitals and hotels. Mr. Manish is in one of those bunkers in Tel Aviv. We will just go back to him in a moment from now. His network is a little bit shaky. We are just trying to fix that, and then we'll go back to him in a short while so that he can give us a sense of where he is. And we do understand the severity of the situation that he is under. If you're just joining us, this is the latest that is happening in Israel and Iran. Iran was attacked by the United States. Some of the installations, military installations, have been attacked. There have been strikes that have been reported across Tehran. And initially, the president of the United States, Donald Trump, did indicate that military installations will be targeted. But again, he issued a statement and said he added the Navy to that because he says that the repressive regime in Iran has to be toppled, and the way it can be done is through the military and the Navy. And so he did that. He calls this a combat mission. He calls this a war. He says that people's lives will be lost. Americans' lives will be lost. He says sorry before that happens. And we do understand that the targets, which were initially 3, have now gone to 30, including the residence of the Iranian president. I don't know if we still have Manish. Manish, if you're still with us.
No matter who you vote for, you get the same thing every 12 years. Every 12 years, you get the same thing. But it is what it is. Peace and love. I only did this for a short one. Y'all be safe. Stock up on groceries and water and stuff like that. I knew it was going to happen. I made the video. I said it was going to happen. I'm not going to tell you why, but when the 48 hours went by, I was like, man, I hope it don't happen. It didn't happen, and all the way to now, and I was like, man, that's a good thing. Now something happened. Peace and love. Get right with the Most High, man, and get with people that's like-minded like you, and be safe out here.